Hey everyone, Andrew back again and welcome to another video, and it's Saturday, so I'm back with another slasher review as part of the TheHORRORmans Slashback Slasher Challenge series. And this week's theme, Joe wanted us to review a slasher movie that had a weapon or weapons that were a little on the different side of things, so something different from your traditional knife or machete. So this took a little bit of thought. I went through my collection. But this actually worked out perfectly because I was wanting to review this movie as part of this challenge anyway. So I'm going to be reviewing I Know How Many Runs You Scored Last Summer. So I actually got this recommended to me. I'd never heard of this one before and I wasn't aware of the movie until Danny, DJ Boy, recommended this on one of the Slash Bros streams. So Danny, if you're watching this video, thank you. I've owned this one for quite a while now. I picked it up off of eBay after Danny's recommendation, and yeah, I was pleasantly surprised by this one, but we'll get to that throughout the review. So I Know How Many Runs You Scored Last Summer, obviously a take on the I Know What You Did Last Summer franchise, centres around a group of ex-cricketers. When the team were a lot younger, they're now adults, but when they were younger they were part of a cricket team, a youth cricket team, and one of the members was severely bullied by everyone else. So you can kind of see where this is heading. It's a revenge style slasher, so the cricket team is now all grown up. They've kind of gone on with their own lives, and the victim is now returned to seek revenge on the bullies from his past. So that is pretty much the storyline to this one. Now I'll move on to my thoughts. So as I said before, I was actually pleasantly surprised by this one. Now it is a comedy slasher, and that's not normally what I'm really into, but this movie really worked for me. I think it came down to that sort of classic Aussie humour that definitely worked, that I like, and the fact that it was something pretty creative and different in terms of the storyline and the kills. So first and foremost, we'll talk a little bit about the location. So the location in this movie, it's nothing really special. It's sort of set in suburban Australia, and then the movie moves out to a more rural, isolated setting where the team are being protected from this killer, or so they think. But yeah, the location, nothing utterly amazing or anything like that, but it definitely works for this movie, so I didn't have any issues there. It served the purpose. Now the characters, pretty standard for this type of movie. This movie is honestly nothing to take too seriously. You can even really tell that right away from the title. But yeah, the characters, they were all fine. I didn't have an issue with any of them, and the acting for this type of movie was pretty decent, I thought. So yeah, no issues there either. The kills and the killer are the main reason why you want to check this movie out. The killer, I thought, worked really well. You know, pretty typical of a revenge style killer, a victim at the early age when he was in the youth cricket team coming back for revenge, and he definitely gets his revenge. Quite satisfying, honestly. Now the kills within this movie I think are fantastic, and I've mentioned this time and time again. I love when the killer or the kills are centered around the theme of the film. So obviously, this being a cricket-themed slasher, the weapons of choice, and there's a few different weapons used, are different bits of cricket equipment. So very different from your traditional knife or machete. So you can even see one there on the cover. So that's the cricket ball with the nails stuck through it. And yeah, that's one of the weapons used. That was a really awesome scene when the killer used that in the movie. And I was actually pleasantly surprised by some of the kills, especially how sort of gory and brutal some of them looked. The one that really stands out for me, and it was kind of a lengthy kill too, was one where the poor victim was tied to a chair. He had a cricket wicket shoved down his throat, and the killer had a cricket bat. So I'm sure you can see where this is leading. Yep, cricket bat meet the wicket. That is all I'm going to say on that. But that scene left me squirming, and it was very, very brutal. There's some other awesome pieces of cricket equipment used as weapons. So there's obviously the cricket ball with the nails, which I mentioned before, cricket bats, cricket stumps, and there's even like a box or the groin protector with nails in it. That was a pretty brutal scene when the killer used that on someone's poor groin area. So yeah, I really, really love the creativity of the kills, especially in terms of the weapons, all centered around cricket equipment. And I really, really like that when it comes to slasher movies. So yeah, all in all, I thought this was a really, really good comedy slasher that definitely worked for me. I know a lot of you overseas guys probably are not too familiar with cricket. It is a very, very popular sport over here in Australia. Personally, I'm not a fan of it, but it is extremely popular as a summer sport. So yeah, I did enjoy this for what it was. The comedy definitely worked, and as I said, the creativity of the weapons and the kills all centered around cricket equipment were really, really awesome. So I definitely recommend checking this one out. I know quite a few of you have seen the baseball themed slasher Billy Club, and you do like that. Well, this one is very, very similar to that. So if you like Billy Club, I think you'd quite enjoy I Know How Many Runs You Scored Last Summer. So if you have seen this by the off chance, please let me know what you think of it in the comments below. And if you haven't, I do recommend checking this one out. So there you go, guys. That has been my review for this week's Slashback. Until next Saturday, when I'll be back with another slasher review, I hope you've enjoyed this one. I hope everyone is staying well and safe out there, and thank you for watching.